Hey, this is a good video that I did with DurianRider, Harley in New York City, talking about practical tips for a vegan lifestyle. Enjoy.
Hey Harley, how are you?
Good, man.
So we're here with Harley. It's a beautiful Friday afternoon in New York City, and I wanted to ask Harley a couple questions. You know, I'm a fellow vegan, 3 years into it, and one of the things that I've been struggling with is sometimes just staying vegan and you know keeping the weight off, staying fit. So I wanted to ask Harley, because he coaches a lot of people, what are like 2 or 3 big things that he sees people trip up on, and some advice that he could give people, especially people with heavy duty jobs, kids, training schedule, you know, with a lot going on.
So the biggest secrets would be sleep, water, sugar. We'll start with sleep. Everyone gets late. I'm in New York City, man. I've had late nights every night for the last 3 weeks. It's like everyone stays up late here, and it's just. So I normally go to bed around 8, 9 p.m. So I get my sleep, so my hormones are just solid. Everything's just solid. Sleep's a big one. Early nights are key, especially for fitness, especially for weight loss, getting our hormones in good, adrenal glands sweet, cortisol low.
What's early? Like what do you say? Is it
8, 9 p.m.
9 p.m.? Is there like a time beyond which, like say it's like if you go to bed at 11, can you still make it up by sleeping in, or is it better to do it earlier?
That's be the second best option, be sleep in, but that's really not practical either.
Yeah.
The best one is getting to bed early.
Okay.
Because that's our natural cycle. When the sun goes down at 6, 7, 8 p.m., we're designed to just chill. You don't have to necessarily sleep, but you have to lay down, and it has to be dark. Turning on lights, it just turns us back on again. It's just that wearing out. It's like a bearing in the bottom bracket. You just keep wearing it out. Not enough grease, not enough cleaning. It just wears it out.
So let's say you go to bed at 9, right?
Yeah.
It's probably reasonable for most people. When do you stop eating, or like walk backwards from 9?
Walk backwards from 9. Trying to have dinner 5, 6, 7 p.m.
Okay.
That's what I like to do.
Okay.
Early dinner, big breakfast, big lunch, bit of a lighter dinner. But as long as I'm getting my calories, I like to get 3,500 calories a day, which brings us to sugar, carbohydrates. Most people don't eat enough carbohydrates because they think carbs make you fat, sugar's bad, whatever. There's often the quality of carbohydrates people eat that stuffs them up, because they're going for like cheesy meat lovers pizza, or some really greasy carbohydrates. Even in the vegan world, people are eating vegan donuts, which are like 50% calories from fat, just like a regular donut.
Yep.
Yes, it's healthier than an animal-based donut, but it's still not health food.
Yep.
So my tip would be get enough carbohydrates. I recommend at least 5 grams of carbs per pound of body weight per day as a minimum. And if you're using the kilo system, it's 10 grams of carbs per kilo body weight per day, minimum. And then that way you're getting a lot of carbohydrates, getting very low fat, very low protein. That keeps you lightweight, which is good for running and good for cycling.
So talk about the protein, right? Because a lot of people still think that even though you're vegan, there are lots of vegan protein sources, right? Clean, they can be clean, like rice and peas and hemp and others. What is your thought on that? I mean, you train a lot, right?
I don't train a lot. I do about 20% of the average cyclist or runner that's at my level, 20%. And the reason why I can train so little is I get so much sleep, and I eat really clean, and I train consistently throughout the year, and I train smarter versus harder. So I train a lot compared to a sedentary person, but when you compare me to someone who's as fit as me, it's almost an unbelievable small amount of training I actually do. So when it comes to protein, I say low protein, under 10% of calories from protein every day. Because if you eat a lot of protein, you're just going to get bigger and bigger. So if you want to get bigger and more inflamed, have more protein. If you want to get smaller for running and cycling, get leaner, less protein.
Yeah.
People eating like bodybuilders but wanting to get smaller, it doesn't really work that way. A lot of high protein diet will make you have more water retention in your muscle. It'll give you a bigger muscle appearance, which is what some people are looking for, and that's fine. But for health-wise, for kidney health, adrenal health, it's not the best thing.
Yeah,
Plant protein better than animal protein, obviously, but too much protein is too much protein.
So talk about the whole salt, water retention thing, right? I was asking Harley just before we started the video because he looks really cut, and I saw some of his videos 5 years ago, and talk about like a key difference there.
I was eating a lot more salt back then, and I wasn't as fit as I am now. So I still eat a very low sodium diet. I'm maybe under 500 milligrams a day on average. So very low sodium. That helps keep the water retention off, which can slow you down if you're a runner or a cyclist. If you want to be a big person, eat lots of salt so it puffs you out, so you have that staunch, robust look.
Yeah.
But if you want to be like super lean, lightweight, high weight power ratio, you want to have low sodium, so you're not having the excess retention on your body. Especially if you're a runner, you can get a lot of swelling in your ankles from a lot of salt.
Yeah.
But you don't want that. You want skinny ankles.
Yeah.
So when you're running, you don't have that like a momentum. It's like swinging a bucket of water.
Right.
You want to have an empty bucket. You want to have skinny ankles so you can run faster, be more efficient. Same in cycling. People go for lightweight shoes and pedals, but they're guzzling salt and they're getting like the water retention in their ankles. So it's just you have to push that around all the time.
Yeah.
So low sodium, definitely better.
Okay.
Keeping lighter.
Okay. Anything else?
And drinking enough water so your urine is always clear.
Yeah.
You want to have clear urine.
Yeah.
If your urine is yellow or straw, we need to drink more. So
Yeah.
I aim for clear urination every 2 hours approximately, and a few times a night. I like to fill up a 32-ounce bottle, a wee bottle, tip it in the garden in the morning. It's fantastic.
It's great.
My girlfriend Freely, she does the same.
Yeah.
Peas in a pot, tips in the garden. Hydration is so important for good digestion. Sleep is so important for good hormone function, adrenal health.
Yeah.
Carbohydrate intake is so important to feel good, to have the glycogen so you can recover quicker. Your red blood cells have the nutrition they need. Red blood cells need glucose to replicate and to fuel themselves. So, and I don't drink coffee. I haven't had a coffee since 1999. I don't drink tea. I don't do the caffeine. So I like the natural energy levels. And I'm not saying if someone does stimulants it's a bad thing. I'm just saying that I don't need to do stimulants for energy because I get the sleep, I get the water, I get the sugar.
Yeah.
So I'm not into about like top level athletics because that's normally drugs.
Yeah.
I'm into health athletics.
Right.
Health and fitness versus pure fitness where you're doping, you got a 10-year career and then you just burn out and become obese or semi-obese. I'm talking like fit for life, drug-free, clean, natural, easy to stay lean for your sport.
Yeah.
Sleep, water, sugar.
Right.
Get enough.
No, that's awesome. Thanks.
For more information on Amrita, plant-based nutrition, no dairy, no gluten, no nuts, no soy. There are 6 flavors, 5 in the endurance bar and 1 in the recovery bar. And if you need more information, you can email at info@amritahealthfoods.com or best places facebook.com/amritabars. There's also the website amritahealthfoods.com.